and welcome to Heavy Metal Bake Sale. I'm Catfish.
Special K.
And I'm Prairie Dog.
And tonight we're going to be doing the pick of the week. So, pick of the week is where we pick an album, talk about the genre and the album, and recommend where to start at. Sorry, an artist, and recommend where to start at with their discography. So, where would you?
The album I'm going to be talking about today is Prodigal Empire by Vale of Pnath.
Don't say it.
They're spelled V-A-L-E of P-N-A-T-H, in case you want to check them out. This is their first album, and they've actually released 3 now, but I picked this one because I feel like it's the best intro to the band. They're technical death metal, so if that's your speed, definitely want to check them out. They originated in the Rocky Mountains area, and they're just now starting to get on national tours, so it's been really exciting to watch these guys kind of evolve over the years. But notable tracks on this album are definitely Mental Crucifixion and Sightless, Cerulean Eclipse. These 3 are definitely stand out as the best. And the Sightless music video is actually pretty cool. So if you're looking for an extreme metal band, definitely check them out. They're really friendly guys, and they make good music.
All right, people who know me should expect this from me, but I'm going to do one of Les Claypool's side projects. This is the Claypool Lennon Delirium right here, and this is probably, I would say, easily their biggest side project ever, and it's modern. This album came out in 2017. This is the Claypool Lennon Delirium Monolith Phobos.
Wow, that's weird.
It's Les Claypool, so generally his lyrics are very nonsensical and very weird, and they really only mean anything to him specifically. They're very cartoony. This album, because he's partnered with Sean Lennon, if you know who Sean Lennon is, he's John Lennon's son. Because he's with him, lyrically it's much better. And Sean Lennon sounds very similar to John Lennon. So if you can imagine, this is very psychedelic. The album, it's very unique. Like I said, lyrically it's not as nonsensical as some of the Promises stuff, and some of Les Claypool shit's way out there as like solo stuff. But it's bass-wise, obviously it's amazing. Sean Lennon's a pretty good guitar player. It's got a song on here called Bubbles Burst. It got a lot of shit because it was depicting Michael Jackson as kind of like a weird. It's about the Bubbles the monkey. That's the entire song. Anyway, if you watch the video. But anyway, it's about Bubbles the monkey. So when it came out of the blue. Nobody was expecting it. So a lot of Michael Jackson had recently passed within a few years. So people were really upset about it because it was depicting him as a weirdo. But actually, the song was written from Sean Lennon's experience with Michael Jackson because he was one of the kids that hung out at the Neverland Ranch. So he was writing the song based on his experience, and the song was about how weird and kind of eclectic Michael Jackson was. But it wasn't like there was no touching children or anything. Yeah. It was just a really weird video. It had the dude from the Mighty Boosh in it. Cool. It had O. Greg. Actually, O. Greg was the Michael Jackson. Oh, it also has a song called Oxycontin Girl, which I really enjoy a lot. The other, I guess you could call the other single on here was probably the other songs there was Cricket and Genie Movement 1 and Cricket and Genie Movement 2. So it's a 2-part song.
Okay.
Again, very weird, but if you want to hear something that has hints of the 70s and Beatles in it with some weird vocals and cool lyrics, it's just very unique as a whole, and I would highly, highly recommend checking out the Claypool Lennon Delirium. And this is produced strictly by Sean Lennon and Les Claypool on their own studio, so this is like pretty cool in that aspect too.
Yeah.
Les Claypool's to the point now he can just make his own shit and release it. So, Joe, what do you got?
So something a little bit on the further spectrum from especially Nick's pick is I have a more folk and bluegrassy album. It's by Tyler Childers. It's really his breakout hit.
Really, Tyler Childers? All right.
I'm a fan.
All right.
I personally recently discovered him, and I think a big part to his breakout album Purgatory. Some of the big notable hits off of that are Feathered Indians. It's probably the most popular track off the list. My personally favorite track is the title track, Purgatory. I think it's a really fun bluegrassy tune. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's an interesting album because it has a range to it. It's not all like a very high-paced boot scootin' bluegrass album. It's also, it has some, it slows down. There's some more slide guitar. It's a little bit more of a modern sound. It's actually produced by Sturgill Simpson. If there's any Sturgill Simpson fans out there.
It's not poppy, is it? I'm not big into the pop country scene.
No, that's why I like, because I'm not a pop country
a lot
fan.
of
It's not
modern.
something you're really going to hear on modern like pop country radio. It's definitely something that's a little bit more of an older sound, and something that I'm a big fan of that I feel like a lot of artists are kind of trying to get back to. And so I like it. I think it's a really good starting point. It's definitely his breakthrough into maybe not necessarily the mainstream, but he's definitely making a bigger name for himself now than he was.
All right, well, that's been our pick of the week. I'm Special K.
I'm Prairie Dog.
And I'm Catfish.
Thanks for watching.
Start at.
The first album I'm going to start with is it's a death metal album. It's called The Prodigal Empire by Vale of Pnath, and that's spelled Vale of Pnath. Check them out.
They're fat.
I'm not doing this video anymore. Stop making fun of my things.
That's fine.
God.
They're fat with the P, bro. It's cool.
No.
It's cool. Keep continuing.
We're cutting this out.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. All right. Shit, I don't know, Kevin. You just threw me off. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. You're just gonna be like, "That's gay. That's a gay song.
I like death metal as much as the next guy. What are you talking about?
That's a gay song."